Do you know of anybody that's selling narcotics down there?
I do not.
Do you know where any are kept down there?
Yes, they're kept in the safe in the warden's office.
How many?
I couldn't tell you the current inventory.
Are those available to the inmates?
Through proper channels, yes, sir.
What do you mean through proper channels?
Upon prescription of a doctor.
Well, now the report says that they're available in great quantity because of the overall complexion of security. Is that what you had allusion to in the report?
I didn't write the report, Senator. I didn't pick that wording. If I may elaborate, Warden McLeod was the first to inform us that there was some traffic in narcotics in the penitentiary. Efforts had been made to stop it. Warden McLeod said that based on the overall picture of security, it was impossible to stop all narcotics traffic.
Yes. Then you don't know anything about this of your own personal knowledge?
No, sir, not as direct evidence.
And is your statement that you have not made any investigation of it yourself?
Of the narcotics problem in particular?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, it's only hearsay.
Only hearsay. Yes.
No, sir, I have not.
Have you established any policy to prohibit the gambling there?
No, sir, we have not. The laboratory report as to the possibility of such an accident, the dying man's declaration to various people that it was an accident, the physical circumstances, I think those all combined indicate that it would be an accident.
Registered under oath yesterday, we had 2 different inmates down there admit to us that in their opinion, perhaps 25% of the convicts, according to their code that they live by, would tell anyone the truth.
I do find fault with a system whereby a state senator or anyone else can interfere with the operation of an institution because or by way of personnel appointments or firings.
I have a question. Skill, go ahead.
Well, let me ask him here if he knows of any state senator interfering with the operations of McAlester, since you've been on the board of affairs or prior thereto.
Direct interference? No, sir. Prior thereto would be hearsay.
Now, as to reference to the political patronage.
That's what I was referencing.
Well, properly employed, I find no fault with what you might call the political patronage system.
I want that distinguished from a friendly game of cards, which we all enjoy on occasion when we have the time to do it, or checkers, or maybe a little friendly crack game or something.
Well,
is there anybody running a gambling game down there, professional gamblers or anything, or they have contact with the outside world with these gangsters or anything? Is that what you mean?
No, sir.
Well, why didn't you say so in your report?
Well, I didn't go into that detail.
You didn't go into it.
It has been a Governor Edmondson, Senator Stipe scrap in the last week in the press. I think we can say that. The thought has occurred to me, and I'm not speaking for the rest of the committee, that here is a report that lay dormant for 10 days. And after a subcommittee of 2 of the standing committees of the State Senate had been appointed, and We're in the process of opening investigations. A bolt out of the blue, here comes this report. I am certainly not criticizing the report. In other words, you're working with the governor. You should report to him. I think you have carried your duty out very well in that manner. My question is this: was the release of this report at that time motivated by anyone to your knowledge, as a matter of timing, to catch the eye of the people?
Not to my knowledge, Senator. I will say this, that I think that the timing on the release of this report was not the best, probably. At least, if we're going to release the report, probably it should have been released, should have released it farther back.
Yes.
Continue to be for Oklahoma City. And I want the new council to be for them. They've got some good men there, and I'm sure that we'll cooperate with them and give my advising council to be good people. So I'm happy to say so long, folks. See you later. Thank you all.
I think that all of the new council members and myself should be very grateful when the fact that I think it's probably the biggest number of people in the city of Oklahoma City that have ever elected their councilman and mayor. And that points up even more so the fact that the majority of the people of Oklahoma City are looking to the new members as well as the 4 holdover members and myself to do the right job. And I made one campaign promise during the campaign, and that was that if I were elected to the office of mayor, that everything I did would be above board, that I would be just as honest as I know how, and that anything that I did would be, in my judgment, for the betterment of Oklahoma City.
We feel that it would definitely leave the county rural people out in the mud eventually, because of the fact that due to the figures which have been accumulated and presented in the last few days about the maintenance cost and the maintenance operation of the state roads as to the county roads, that we have been and will be able to do a cheaper and more efficient job than the highway department has shown in the past that they could do. It would be most unfortunate should we have a washout similar to the one 2 years ago. And the people in the rural areas had to go and plead with someone who had been appointed and didn't feel responsible to them to try and get their needs covered.
For all sorts of crimes. But, Senator, simply because the law says since then, how much money have you got, Norick? He says, I'm not telling. How much did you spend for attorney's fees? I'm not telling. I'm not telling you anything. All I'm trying to do is make him register and make him tell. And if he don't tell on account of many Uncle John, I want him down there in Senator's side